You see, people have said things like, on this matter, I've prayed and prayed and prayed and I'm tired. Sometimes for you to succeed, you may need to just change your perspective. If you must change, maybe your experience, change perspective. Learn what someone else is saying or doing. Understand how they do it. The disciples had to ask Jesus to teach them to pray. The question now regarding the mind is, what have you been dwelling your mind on? Let me give you an example. You have two Christians, A and B. Now these two Christians receive the same kind of gift, maybe a phone from somebody, maybe the same person. And then one of them goes home and says, Father, thank you for this phone. Thank you for the increase. It's a blessing. Bless the giver. Increase them. The person prays and thanks God for it. I say, please replenish them. But the second person goes home and say, oh Lord, thank you for this phone, but if there's any secret agenda behind this phone, I don't know the heart of men. The heart of man is desperately evil and above all wicked. Desperately wicked, above all evil. You know the heart of men. If there's any evil intent, let it bounce back 10 times, sevenfold. The same scenario, but two different perspectives. The question is, what has each of them been dwelling their thoughts, their minds on? That follows you to the place of prayer. There are people that have a robust a disposition to prayer, and the fact that you are willing to pray doesn't mean that you are going to get an answer. So if it was just by willingness that people get answer, then everyone who prays must get answer. But the disciples had to ask, teach us to pray. But look at it. When we talk about the mind, what does the Bible say? The Bible says, 1 Timothy 4:15, it says, meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly, that means completely, to them. It says, with time your results will be evident. It says, your profiting shall appear unto all. Joshua 1:8, which we all know. It says, when you meditate upon these things, with time, the result will be evident. By meditating on these things, you will make your way prosperous. So meditation actually drives knowledge beyond the mind into the spirit. Now, when you dwell your thoughts, you dwell your mind on a particular thing, it becomes a subconscious part of you. Now, that's one way to get a better experience in prayer, dwelling your mind on the right thing. Now, the question is, what are the right things? Now, what are the things the Bible says? Let's say, for instance, you're trusting God for, let's say, healing. It would not be proper for you to be dwelling your mind when you're trusting God for healing on maybe prosperity, financial prosperity. Both are good, but if this is the result you want, dwell your mind on the scriptures around that. That's when we talk about meditating on scriptures.